Hello and welcome to my latest video. Today I'm going round football clubs in the East Midlands. So that's Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire and part of Staffordshire as well, which isn't strictly East Midlands but they're nearby, so they're included. So let's go and have a tour. Let's do this! First ground of today is the One Call Stadium, home of Mansfield Town. They're in League One, capacity of just over 9,000, and their manager is Nigel Clough. Let's go and see what we can see at the ground here. Mansfield Town, known as the Stags. It's a nice little ground, this. What a lovely day it is today as well. Got the fan zone bar there. Decent sized car park. This here is the One Call Stadium, and this is a little map as to where you are around the ground. Got the larger Ian Greaves stand on the left hand side we've just seen, and then you've got the two ends, the Quarry Lane end, then the north stand for away fans, and then a smaller stand on the right hand side which is closed at the moment. Here's the main office and reception for the ticket office. Hey, it's a tidy ground, this. I like it. It's good. They're doing some ground renovations on the far side of the pitch to try and improve that stand there, which will be good when that's done. You can see the distance, the groundwork to improve that stand on the far side of the pitch. It's going to be good. Come on, you Stags. Look at the size of the main stand there. That's decent size, that, isn't it? See if we can have a look through the gate. We have asked for permission, and they kindly said you can look through the gate. That is okay. Kind lady in reception. So looking through here, it's a nice playing surface there. Here at the One Call Stadium. Home of Mansfield Town Stags. Couple of fun facts about Mansfield Town. They used to be called Mansfield Wesleyans, presumably some link to the Methodist Church. That's one fact. The second fact, and I'll pull up my notes here. In March 2008, John Batchelor was bidding to buy Mansfield Town. He said he wanted to change the name of the club to Harchester United after the fictional Sky One TV show Dream Team, saying it would make them more promotable. But no one in Mansfield wanted this, or John Batchelor. The dream was over. Next up, I'm here in Nottingham, and behind me, behind all this busy traffic, is Notts County's ground, Meadow Lane. Notts County known as the Magpies, and they're currently playing in League Two. They've got a big old ground for League Two though. They've got 19,841 capacity, and Stuart Maynard's their current coach. Let's find out a bit more about the club. Now, what do I know about Notts County? I know what it says here, that they are the world's oldest professional football club. Wow, that's quite a story. They date back to 1862, I believe. That's right, and they've played here at Meadow Lane since 1910. And before that, they played at several other grounds, including Trent Bridge Cricket Ground, which isn't far away from here either. Wow, they've been busy over that years. And here's the plan of Meadow Lane ground, Notts County. You've got the main stand, you've got the Jimmy Cyril stand with the away fans, you've got the family stand, and also the Cop. I like it. It's good. Notts County Foundation. Inspiring active change. Good work, that is. Well done. Here we've got a statue for Legends of the Lane. Let's see who these two gentlemen are here. It says on the plaque here, this is Jimmy Cyril, the most successful manager in Notts County's history. A club record with 3 promotions from Division 4 to Division 1. 1971, 73 and 81. Sir Alex Ferguson said he did fantastically well. And also Jack Wheeler, 1,152 consecutive Notts County matches as physio, coach, trainer and caretaker manager from 57 to 83. The most loyal servant in the club's history. Jimmy and Jack, you really are legends of the lane. Back in 1901, Italian football giants Juventus were looking to replace their pink kits they'd worn since their formation. Now they had an English player in their team called John Savage, so he rang back home to Notts County and arranged for a set of Notts County kits to be sent to Turin, and Juve have worn black and white ever since then, and it's all thanks to Notts County. When Juventus opened their new stadium in 2011, they invited Notts County to be their first opponents. It's nice that they've continued that friendship between the two clubs for over 110 years. Well done. Wow. It's amazing this, isn't it? What a great stand. What a great ground. Got the away team dugout here. And the home team there. The family stand we saw from the outside. And the Jimmy Cyril stand. This is brilliant. Got the technical areas here all marked out. This is excellent. This is brilliant. This club needs to be higher up. They deserve to be higher up. Here in the home dressing team, all the shirts are out ready. We've hidden the names in case there's any secrets for the next opponent. We don't want Crew Alexander finding out who's playing and who's not. Wow, it's brilliant. It just shows what a great club this is. Notts County, 1862. And here, at one of the most beautiful locations I've seen near a football ground ever. There's the River Trent, which gives us a clue. This is the Trent End stand. This is the City ground. This is Nottingham Forest. This is the City ground, home of Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. They're just 300 yards away from Meadow Lane of Notts County. It's called the City ground, but they're not currently within the city boundaries. They're actually within the boundaries of West Bridgford, the next town along to the city of Nottingham. I mean, look at this beautiful river here behind me. Here you've got a wall of memory. And they've got some of the names of famous players in the past. Peter Shilton, Archie Gemmill, John Robertson, and Viv Anderson, Trevor Francis. You'll never beat Des Walker, Stuart Pearce, Psycho, Frank Clark, Roy Keane. I see here also there's one to Brian Clough and Peter Taylor. Now Nottingham Forest are a great Midlands club. They've won the European Cup twice, so it's only right they have a museum here celebrating all their history, all their successes, and that's good. Well done, Forest. You've got a mural on the wall there showing Robin Hood, the European Cup, and Brian Clough. Nottingham Forest are one of the few clubs in England to have won the European Cup more than once, in 1979 and 1980 under Brian Clough and Peter Taylor. Did you know that Forest have only lost 14 of their 51 European fixtures? And they're looking good to qualify for Europe again next year. In 1865, a group of shinty players met at the Playwright in Nottingham, and it was here where they agreed to play association football and Nottingham Forest was formed. They would purchase 12 tasselled caps coloured Garibaldi red, named after the leader of the Italian Red Shirts fighters. They originally played at Forest Racecourse, historically part of Sherwood Forest, and it's here is the presumed name of the word forest in their title of their name. And here is Nottingham Forest. Cloughie's Cob Stop. And here's the main entrance to Nottingham Forest, to the City Ground. Champions of Europe, the Peter Taylor stand. I asked for permission to go onto the property to take some photos of the outside of the ground, but they weren't too keen on that. So, Nottingham Forest, you've let yourselves down there a little bit. All the other grounds, more than happy to share the good, happy times of football. But, Forest, you've let yourselves down here. Next up is the King Power Stadium, home of Leicester City. This stadium is a 32,259 capacity and it looks great from the outside. Let's go and have a look and explore round here at Leicester City. Leicester City were the surprise Premier League winners in 2016, and that is the definitive feel-good story of the Premier League era. There's still only 7 clubs to have won the Premier League since its inception in 1992. When Claudio Ranieri took over at the start of the 2015-2016 season, everyone was surprised to see Leicester have such a good start. They were just 5,000 to 1 to win the league that year, because even though they were top of the league on Christmas Day, 12 months earlier, they'd been bottom. There was so much more than just the goals that Jamie Vardy had scored. They were exciting, they were unafraid of any team they played, and no one wanted to come up against them because they were such a powerful side, an exciting team to watch. Leicester City, Premier League winners 2016. Looking at the outside of the ground, it's tidy. You've got these lovely trees here lining the paving outside the ground. That's a nice touch. There's some large trees over there as well. It's nice. I'm liking it. Notable players to have played for Leicester City include the following. My favourite player, Emil Heskey. There's Gary Lineker. There's Gordon Banks. There's Peter Shilton. There's Don Revie. Les Ferdinand. Robbie Savage. Who else? Tony Cottee. Simon Grayson. Harry Maguire. And Muzzy Izzet. Top players here at Leicester. Sadly, in October 2018, a helicopter crash outside the ground saw the death of the Leicester City chairman and owner, Vichai Travadana-Prabha, and 4 others. There's a memorial garden outside the ground here at the King Power Stadium. I just want to pay tribute to the work that the owner did and the chairman did here to kind of revitalise Leicester City, but also for the whole sake of the Premier League, giving others hope and optimism that their side can go on and win the Premier League. Not just the big boys, but any side can do that. That's what Vichai did. So here is the memorial garden. Here it is. Here's the tribute to this man who rebuilt Leicester City. It says here, the boss, Vichai Travadana-Prabha. Underneath the statue, it says, the possible man. He certainly created the possible here at Leicester. And his family continue to own the club and drive it into the future under the dream of the boss. Rest in peace. And here's the plaque on the statue. Kun Vichai Travadana-Prabha, 1958 to 2018. The Leicester City chairman, 2010 to 2018. The possible man. Kun Vichai led Leicester City's improbable ascent to the summit of English football, giving supporters of every club the right to dream. a major benefactor to his adopted city of Leicester, and a man under whose vision our communities came together. Commissioned and gifted by the Srivardhana Prabha family and unveiled by the chairman, Ayawat Srivardhana Prabha, 4th of April 2022. On behalf of all football, thank you. There's some more nice waterworks around the ground here. I can see a cormorant flying along there. This is nice. King Power Stadium, Leicester City. It's good. We've got the flags here. It's a very calm day here. These trees, swans on the water over there, people having a walk on their break. It's nice. I'm liking it. Here they've got a Leicester City Football Club remembrance garden where fans and people can remember their loved ones who are big Leicester City fans over the years. I think it's a good sign that a club is very much a community organisation when they remember the people involved who've spent their lives supporting, cheering on their side. So well done, Leicester. As it says here, in memoriam, rest in peace. And here's the plan of the King Power Stadium. A nice tidy ground, a nice club. Leicester City is good. I do like a ground where you can walk all the way around the outside of it. Leicester City is that. They're very friendly staff here as well, very helpful, unlike some other clubs. So yes, very helpful. Leicester City, good people. I'm now in Burton-on-Trent at the Pirelli Stadium, the home of Burton Albion. Let's explore a little bit about this club and this ground. Rich, why is it called the Pirelli Stadium? Well, it's because the ground was built on the former site of the Pirelli UK Tyres Limited Sports and Social Club, and it was donated to the club by Pirelli in return for its naming rights. Burton Albion are known as the Brewers because there's a big connection to brewing history and heritage in this area. Now, I said I was doing a video about East Midlands clubs. Now, this one sneaks in because it's got a DE postcode, even though it's in Staffordshire. So, stretching the rules a bit, but it'll do. Burton Albion have only been around since 1950, but they're in League One, and the ground here is a capacity of 6,912. It's a decent ground, this. I'm liking this. Carling, obviously the brewing heritage locally. Let's have a look at the main entrance. Here it is, Burton Albion. I like the character kicking a football there with the B and the A as part of the logo. That's pretty cool. Their standout performance was when they reached the 2019 League Cup semi-finals after beating Shrewsbury Town, Aston Villa, Burnley, Forest and Middlesbrough on the way to the semi-final. Unfortunately, they met the powerhouse that is Manchester City in the semi-final and lost 10-0 on aggregate. But it's an amazing performance to get that far. Good. This is Pride Park, home of Derby County Football Club. We are Derby. And over there is the Derby Arena. It's an impressive looking sight. Here outside the ground is a statue 9 feet tall made of bronze. The statue is of Brian Clough and Peter Taylor. Let's go and look at the plaque to see why that is. Brian Howard Clough, Peter Thomas Taylor. Clough and Taylor formed one of the most charismatic and successful partnerships in English football history. Whilst they both experienced management of football clubs as individuals, it was as a partnership they enjoyed their greatest successes in winning 2 English championships, as well as back-to-back European Cups. By immortalising them in its bronze monument, it is intended to not only recognise their many achievements in football, but also to act as a symbol within the community to inspire others. Created by fans, friends and family from inside and outside of football in recognition of the difference these men made to our lives, our game and our communities, and to celebrate the love and gratitude we will always have for them. This statue is called Unity Plaza. It says harmony, integrity, unity, solidarity, victory. Pride Park Stadium has a capacity of 33,500. Derby, the Rams, they play in the Championship. Why are they called the Rams? Well, let's try and find out. The nickname honours the 1st Regiment of Derby Militia, its mascot being a ram. Now, Derby County have a mascot called Rammy, Rammy the Ram. And Rammy was the first full-time mascot in British football. Rammy went on to release his first DVD, which featured him reading stories from Aesop's Fables in the Derbyshire countryside. Not at all bizarre, but there we have the Ram of Derby County. Derby County were one of the 12 founder members of the Football League back in 1888. That's good that a club has that much heritage. They've been at this ground since 1998 here at Pride Park, formerly playing at the baseball ground just a mile away. A number of clubs have got this large framework outside the ground. I think it certainly looks quite imposing and strong fortress here in the black and white colours of Derby County. A lot of clubs nowadays are built slightly out of town on a retail park or a business park. Now this gives opportunities for businesses such as fast food places and other eateries and drinkeries to be around the ground to help get the custom of the fans. But I've never seen a ground before with the Gregs. There we are. Come to Derby County, get yourself a sausage roll in the meantime. That's cool. I do like it when a club features the history of their existence, their club heritage, on a wall or some kind of display outside the ground to educate and inform other people as to what's happened in years gone by. Here's an example of that at Derby County. Derby County is formed as a subsidiary of Derbyshire Cricket Club, who are looking to raise funds for a new pavilion. 1884. 1895, permanent move to the baseball ground from the racecourse, which will become home for over 100 years. 1967, Clough and Taylor arrive at Derby, and the key signings they made, along with players they inherited, combined to pave the way for all the success that followed in the 70s. 1972, John McGovern scores against Liverpool. Derby County were about to become champions of England. What a night. 1975, Charlie George scores a hat-trick against European powerhouse Real Madrid. Probably the greatest night under floodlights at the baseball ground. 1997, Paolo one-chop against Manchester United. A moment that said one chop had landed. Brilliant, breathtaking goal. 97, an epic day full of thrills. The moment we got to sit on the shining new black seats at Pride Park Stadium. And the Queen was there. A day off from school was granted for the momentous occasion. For that moment, Pride Park has felt like home. 2019, Leeds United 2, Derby County 4. The greatest moment of my Derby supporting life. We became the first team to lose the first leg at home and go on to reach the final at Wembley. A night I'll never forget. Pride Park, Derby County. The Rams. And here you can just about see a blue plaque on the wall saying Derby County, a founder member of the Football League. 1888. And now a quick reminder, please click like, please click subscribe. It'd be really great if you could follow this channel. Thank you very much. Cheers. And the last ground of the day is here at Chesterfield, also known as the Spire Rights. This is the SMH Group Stadium and they're based in League 2 with a capacity of 10,600. Let's go and see what we can see on the outside of the ground. On the walk up to the entrance, they've got these spires here, these sculptures saying Spire Rights 1866, because that's when they were founded, 1866. 1866 to 2016 up there, the 150th anniversary. Add another 9 years, 159 years. We've got the club shop here, just at the ground. Weekday ticket sales and lotto office, as well as the club superstore. And here we are, the SMH Group Stadium. It's an impressive ground, isn't it? And we've got the dugouts here as well. It's good. Chesterfield's standout year was the 96-97 season when they reached the FA Cup semi-final after beating 6 clubs along the way, including Premier League's Nottingham Forest. They drew 3-3 after extra time in the semi-final, but lost the replay 3-0. Still an amazing run and a historic achievement for the club. And here's the ground layout as we've just seen. We walked in on the west stand through the ticket office and the club shop, and we saw the north stand, the east stand, the south stand and the west stand here at the SMH Group Stadium, Chesterfield FC. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I do like grounds when you can walk all the way around the outside of them, dodging cars coming past. It's good to be able to have that all-round experience when you go to a ground, so I like that. That's good. Well done, Chesterfield. A good community feel here. They've got a play centre, they've got a cafe, they've got all sorts going on here, work in the community, the Van Hare Community Trust, and they've also got this here, the Chesterfield FC Memorial Garden, remembering fans who've passed away and ex-players as well. And it's really important, as I said earlier, to remember the past and those who've contributed to where we are. And this here is goalpost and an old turnstile from the old ground, Saltergate, where they were before the recreation ground, which was home from 1871 to 2010, before they moved here to the new ground. It's nice to have features like this at a new ground, remembering the past. Here we have the back of the ground, and as you know, we love a blue plaque on this channel, and there's one here on the wall. So let's take a closer look what this one says. Walk-in football 2010, the birthplace of organised walk-in football, introduced by Chesterfield FC Community Trust. The stadium hosted the first Walk-in Football Association European Nations Cup in 2019 and the IWFF World Championship in 2024. Excellent. Well done. It certainly helps get people active when they can't run around as much, having walk-in football as an option for them. Well done, Chesterfield. This here is the community stand. It's good to see football clubs at all levels working with the community. That's great. And here is the fan zone here at the stadium. Ideal for meeting your friends pre-match and having a drink and catching up on the team news for the game ahead. I like they've got some good quality drinks and offer as well. Nice bit of Moretti, happy days. And that just about wraps up my tour of not just Chesterfield FC, but also my East Midlands football clubs I've been going around today. Thank you for watching. Click like, click subscribe, leave a comment below, but keep it pleasant because we're all football fans. We're not interested in drama and kind of crazy stuff. Let's just all appreciate the good things our football clubs are doing in the East Midlands area. Thanks for watching. I'm Rich Lord. You've been watching Rich Lord Travels. Click subscribe. See you again soon. Bye bye for now.